Happy Halloween, VC. All right, how you doing? This is Zonkman once again. Let's do another video. It is Halloween, and this is a non vinyl or music related video. If you want to just click off now, you can click off now. But I have gotten a few comments in recent videos about some figures and stuff that's been in the background of the shop for doing the videos. So what better time, because they're all pretty much horror related, to show them than on Halloween. And what I'm going to do here is, instead of going around the room, and I've taken a couple videos where I'm walking around super shaky, so I didn't want to have this shaky video of me walking around the room showing, and they're not displayed, they're not always displayed year round, so they're not all put in the best spot and location to enjoy or whatever. But I thought I'd have them out for the whole month of October, and actually probably some in September for Halloween. But they will go back boxed up and be boxed back up probably somewhere around the first week of November. So I just want to show these figures, and I need to get on with it. Already a minute and a half in. Boom! I'm going to show right off the bat this stuff. This is going to be harder to show than I thought. This is from The Exorcist, and this, of course, is Reagan, Linda Blair's character, when she went backwards down the steps. My wife said that she hated that scene probably worse than anything in the whole movie. Creeped her out the worst when she walked down the stairs backwards. That particular figure is taken out of the box because you could not enjoy it. It was basically packaged, the steps, and then the figure. So I was like, that's the one we gotta open up and enjoy, of her going backwards down the steps. And these are, my wife, Mrs. Zonkman, is the big horror buff and everything. And these are pretty much mostly hers. A few I'm going to show also are from my daughter. She was a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan. And this is Harlequin Demon. And this just shows, there's all these little extra stuff. The box, the bat, shows all this extra stuff in there. And of course, if you show Nightmare Before Christmas, you got to show Jack Skellington. Hopefully there's not too much glare there. Shows the ghost dog and some pumpkins and stuff on there. I'm just going to kind of whiz through this as pretty much as fast as I can, just because I've gotten a few people ask about the figures in the back. This is a unopened, unassembled model for Dragula, which of course was the Munsters car from the TV show Munsters. This is kind of like random. This is a 57 Chevrolet that says Rob Zombie on it. Try to get that in the picture. Just something, they'll racing champions. I don't even think they did die cast. I don't even think they're in business anymore. And then this is also a McFarlane Toys Rob Zombie. Try to get that to show indecent. This is real cool. The wife hates how the plastic kind of turned yellow, but for some reason the McFarlane Toys in that era, they did that. Non-Halloween related, but I'm showing some more die cast. This is Kit from Knight Rider. Just throw that in quick. Let's see what else we got here. Friday the 13th, showing some Halloween. This is just the scene basically at the end of Friday the 13th part 2, where Amy Steele has to put on Jason's mother's sweater in order to convince him that it's her. Back with some Rob Zombie stuff. This is a House of 1,000 Corpses, Living Dead Dolls, Captain Spaulding. It's kind of cool thing there. And Sid just recently passed away, and I know I have not seen all the hype with the Three from Hell movie that come out, which is actually the third installment of this, The Devil's Rejects, and there's a horrible glare on that. Of course, that is Baby Captain Spaulding and Otis. They're looking a little bloody. It says Bloody Showdown on there. This is kind of cool. And even on this, shows kind of their wanted pictures on the back. That's kind of cool. Let's see. And then we're just going to show a bunch of figures here. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, Leatherface, and this is Cult Classics is doing the figures. And these were all probably like around the 2000s, mid 2000s, something like that. Got the chainsaw, cool stuff. Or if you, I don't know if you guys like Jigsaw from the Saw the Saw movies. It's kind of cool. It's got the little dude that rides a tricycle there in the back. And the wife is a big Bruce Campbell fan of Ash. This is actually from the Army of Darkness, Medieval Ash. It's got that stupid face on there. There's some more to come of Ash from the Evil Dead series. Jason from Jason 10, probably not a familiar. Whoops, Reagan just took a spill. Linda Blair, she fell from going back. That's what you get for walking backwards down the stairs. Here's The Crow, one of my favorite. I actually like this movie. Was awesome. I remember back in the 90s, The Crow. And that is The Crow. Eric Draven, I guess how you pronounce that. Let's keep this thing rolling. Also with Rob Zombie, here's one of Otis from House of a Thousand Corpses. That's real cool. Man, I love some Rob Zombie music. And then I remember when they talked about he was making this movie House of a Thousand Corpses, and Lionsgate was having problems getting it released, and then they were wanting to do like an X rating or something on it. There's some kind of controversy around it, but they finally got it released. I don't even remember when it released exactly. 99, 2000, 2001, somewhere around there. Here's some more Bruce Campbell stuff. Bubba Hotep, and that's Sebastian Huff there. That's kind of cool. Even got the walker. Funny stuff. Oh, here's another Ash, Army of Darkness. This even has a thing. My glare is horrible. The little Ash that goes running around on that is hilarious. And the Necronomicon, the Book of the Dead. Cool stuff, man. And I've shown this in a video before for Beth at B-Side Records. Well, you gotta have some Michael Myers and Halloween for it's Halloween. Of course, that's a doll that plays the theme. And one last thing here is actually not Halloween, but it is a good representation of Halloween. And it is a 58 Plymouth Fury Christine. Now this is not like Christine. They don't promote. This was just a die cast. You know, get a 24. Pretty sure it's 24 scale. No, this is a 1/18 scale of 58 Plymouth Fury is what Christine was. And that is even on the back. And these little notes, it talks, you know, it tells the cubic inches and horsepower and all kinds of cool stuff about it. But then it says it also was in the movie Christine. Boom. 19, I don't even know what year that was. 83, Columbia Picture Film. John Carpenter's Christine. Okay, well, that's pretty much it. Just wanted you guys to have a happy Halloween. People are going to say, well, you did a Halloween video and you didn't dress up. This is my costume. I am a homicidal maniac because they look like everybody else. So I don't want you to think that I did not dress up for my Halloween video, show some horror figures, and thank you for watching. Have a great Halloween.